Germaine, well, here you are, back headlining an event. Does it feel good to, I guess, be back in the good graces of the UFC, if you will?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, who would have thought that I was going to headline a UFC event again, right? So I'm in good spirit and I'm happy to be here.
I think after the point when, going back to when you let the belt go away, and so many people came out of the woodworks either feeling one way or the other, has that kind of settled down now and that people just let you get back to fighting?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe so. I mean, Joe Rogan said it last week again, right? He thought I lost the fight and all that kind of stuff. So, no, like I said, I've said it before in interviews, I do believe at some point I got a life sentence for everything that's happened. If you compare it sometimes to other fighters, you know, who get caught on testosterone or using cocaine or whatever, you know, but I'm absolutely fine with it. And also you got to look at the other side, you know. I got also a lot of people, you know, that send me great, amazing messages. So much love. So, and at the same time, I'm at a great position right now, and I'm sorry, I feel great. I'm in great spirits, and I moved on already, you know. I left it behind. I moved on, and I'm ready to take the next step.
That's great. That was going to kind of be my next question. A lot of fighters sometimes let the chirping on the outside kind of push them forward. Are you the kind of person that, when you hear this talking, does it fuel the fire? Does it make you want to go out and prove somebody wrong? Or are you the kind that just out of sight, out of mind, you don't let it get to you, you just focus on what you and maybe your close inner circle say?
At a point, you know, in the beginning, of course, it hits you hard. But I'm also a very positive person. I'm in very positive spirits. So there comes a point I'm like, you know, I'm punished, I made a decision, and at the same time, I stand behind the decisions I've made. And every decision in life you made has consequences. I knew there were consequences to the decision I was making, and I'm fine with the decision, you know. I'm not a person that has to prove myself to anybody. You know, in this point, I love fighting. I love sharing my love for fighting with other people that love martial arts. And that's all that matters. And what happened, and I can't change it. I don't want to change it because it makes me who I am today. I'm very strong. I think I'm absolutely the strongest I've ever been. So what more can I say?
And I think with the UFC, when they called to offer you a headlining gig, I think you probably would have said yes to whoever they put out there. But they said Aspen Ladd. What was your initial thoughts and reaction when they offered her up for you?
I don't look at the opponent. It's okay, you know. They ask me, can you fight in 6 weeks? We need a main event. I'm like, okay, 6 weeks. Let's do this. You know, for me, it's an honor. I respect Aspen a lot. You know, she's a great fighter. She's an up-and-coming girl. She's very hungry. So that has to keep me sharp. I have to be sharp as hell. I have to be the best me Saturday. And I know that. And I will do everything within my power to be the best me. I don't need an opponent to motivate me. You know why? Because I love what I do. I don't need anything to motivate me but me. Waking up and getting to do what I love to do, being here, having fight week, you know, that makes it all worth it.
And I know you said you would have said hello, you know, yes to anybody, and this isn't going to try to date you.
No, of course.
But you're fighting an opponent that maybe wasn't even out of high school by the time when you were starting fighting. So you're bringing a lot of experience into this. Do you think it's going to be that experience that is going to really help you get the win this day?
You know what the funniest thing is? Yesterday, I did an interview, and somebody told the reporter said, Germaine, did you know when you fought your first professional fight, Aspen Ladd was 4 years old? I'm like, okay, that makes me realize I'm very old at this point. Of course, the experience will help me through, you know, of course it will help me. You know, that's obvious. I mean, if you look at it, you know, I've seen it all. I've been through it all. I've lost, I've won, I've been in title fights. I fought the best in the world. You know, I got submitted, I lost, you know, I knocked people out. I've been through it all, you know. So when there's always a possibility in a fight, you know, you always hit that point when something doesn't work or you have to change the plan and you have to adjust. I won't panic. I can adjust because I can control my mind. You know, I've grown so much, and also not because of the fight experience, but everything I've been through in my career. You know, I've grown so much that I can overcome adversity. But at the same time, you know, like I said, she's young, she's hungry, so I still have to be on the top of my toes. I have to be as sharp as I can be.
She has the young and the hungry, but break down her skills a little bit for me. I know you have a lot of experience. You've seen a lot of fighters in front of you. What does she maybe bring to the table, or does she bring anything to the table that you haven't seen before? And where is she dangerous, and what are you maybe expecting from her?
To be honest, I really don't know. I know I have not seen her fight. I never watch my opponents fight. I just don't do that. I don't adjust my plan. I'm going to put my will on her. So I don't adjust. You know, I don't believe that there's anything that can happen that I'm not prepared for. The only thing is, the only one that's standing in my way Saturday will be me, not Aspen Ladd. I can be my own enemy, and I have to defeat me. If I defeat me and I'll be the best Iron Lady, then I will be victorious Saturday.
What I love about it is the mindset. I love the positivity that you have. You did have a fight in 2018, but if you had to look at yourself right now as opposed to the you that won the title, who's better? You now or you
Oh,
now?
definitely me now. Absolutely. In every aspect of the game, I'm much better now. Much physically, mentally, I'm so much stronger. I appreciate right now where I am. I appreciate that I'm here. I appreciate fighting. I appreciate so much more loving what I do. You know, I appreciate walking to that cage. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be scared shitless. Right 5 minutes before I'm about to walk out, I will tell my coaches, I don't want to do this. That's gonna happen. I will tell them, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm done after this. We're not gonna do this. But as soon as the music turns on, you know, I'm gonna zone in and I'm ready to go because I love to do this. And I appreciate that I'm able to do this. There was a point in my career I was maybe not able to ever do this again, you know. But I hit the point, I came back so much stronger. You know, it's like you can break somebody that won't quit. And I just won't quit. No matter the result Saturday, no matter what happens, I promise you, I will walk out there with a smile on my face and I will keep my head up, no matter what. If she beats me, if she knocks me out, if I win, I will walk out of that cage with my head up. You know why? Because I did it. I did it.
That's awesome. A lot of people are talking as for a title eliminator bout. You know, have you heard anything from the UFC as for if this win gets you maybe the next title shot, or how far out from a title shot with a good win here do you think you are?
To be honest, that is not something that's on my mind. A lot of people have asked me, you know, about the title shot, and this fight might be elimination for, you know, the one next to Amanda. Right now, I have one obstacle, and that's Aspen Ladd. I cannot focus or look ahead of Aspen Ladd. That would be very disrespectful and very ignorant for me to do. My focus is absolutely on Aspen. And after Aspen, after Saturday night, you can ask me the same question and I will have an answer for you.
Okay, because I was going to ask you, with a nice victory here and say Amanda is there, what is different? can we say that as much? I know you don't want to look past Aspen by any means, but the you now, what you think is better than the you that used to be, would things be very different in a rematch with Amanda Nunes?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I believe that's the fight to make, in a way. You know, I'm very explosive. Everybody knows that. I like to knock people out. Amanda likes to knock people out. She's on a wrecking machine. She's a true champion. I absolutely respect her. But I would love to face her again. It would be an honor for me to face her again. And even if it's not a title fight, I would love to meet her again in the octagon.
A lot of people are considering Amanda the GOAT right now. Do you consider her the greatest female fighter of all time? Or where? I know that's got to be tough because you've been in there and you know that you can beat her, but what do you think when you hear that talk? Is that just rubbish, or do you agree in some sense that she is probably one of the best fighters that's ever been?
I agree she's one of the best fighters ever. But remember one thing. Everybody is beatable, and as soon as a person comes and beats Amanda Nunes, they are the GOAT. One thing is for sure, at this point, right now, in the last couple years, she has been the best UFC fighter, without any doubt. right? She has proven it over and over again, but she is beatable. Everybody is beatable. So every time when somebody gets beat, there's a new GOAT, right? No. She's the champion, she's a true champion, and she is an absolute world class. But she is beatable.
Awesome. And then just finally jumping back to Saturday, keys to the victory. What needs to happen to make sure you get your arm raised in the octagon?
I just gotta be me. Enjoy the ride, just gotta be me.